That's crazy. Did that say trending in Texas, North Korea? Is that what that said on Twitter?
What's going on in North Korea?
Oh, I don't know. It sounds fun.
Oh, Jesus. Don't freak me out.
I'll see when I click it if anything interesting pops up.
Jesus. I'm so scared.
Yeah, I think the story of the day with there's a American soldier that
that guy.
and he's now back in American custody. So that story is just
yeah, some guy, they were going to arrest him. He said, "Fuck you, I'm going to North Korea." And he escaped from South Korea and went across the border.
Jesus.
And they gave him back. Damn. That's how annoying that dude is.
Still one of the craziest pods. It was having that girl from North Korea on. The one with big titties.
Yeonmi Park. Yeah.
The heavies. That pod fucking still just like awesome. That was hard to listen to.
She's so small, man.
Yeah.
Because she starved her whole life. Her body's so frail. Like when you shake her hand, it's almost like you're worried you're gonna break her hand. They're these tiny little hands. Like you shake her hand, it's like so gentle, just like a bunch of little sticks covered by skin.
And she's so smart. I was like, God
brilliant.
Damn.
Brilliant lady, and boy does she have some like cautionary tales of what happens when you give the government control, because the way their country worked is they said, we're going to take the land away from the farmers so that everyone will have food. We'll just grow the food for everyone. And then they're like, no, we're not. Once they took the land away, they're like, no, you got to eat what we tell you to. You got to do what we tell you to. Wear what we tell you to.
That's crazy. It's going on today.
Right now.
Like it fucking makes no sense.
Yeah, that's the thing that people need to understand when they think about dictators. Like we don't have to worry about that. This is America. We're a democracy, right? But all over the world's run by dictators. Like all over the world, it's happening right now where people live in horrific conditions.
Do they think they're living good though?
They think in North Korea they don't know. Some people don't know because they have no control of the internet. Like the government controls everything. And the people really believe that the rest of the world is jealous of North Korea. And North Korea is perfect and amazing and
hole in ones.
It's like a big religion.
Yeah. Well, it's a cult. And when the father died, when Kim Jong Un died, they all had to mourn him, and if you didn't mourn him enough, you would get arrested. They'd put you in jail. Like there was like a certain amount of time. So there's like performative mourning. So if you see like there's videos of performative mourning for Kim Jong Un's death. So there's all these people outside in public in North Korea just performatively crying and moaning and
like a porno.
Like you have to do it. Maybe porno is more honest. Because I would imagine if you're actually having sex. What's that?
To spark up on with Jays.
Yeah. So I would imagine if you're actually, a person having sex, it probably feels really good. So you don't really have to fake it. You just have to ignore that there's a camera there.
Tim's used to girls having to fake it when he's having sex with them.
You're right, bitch.
Sounds like your fucking gym.
Is there a certain time when you have your like best ideas and stuff?
At night. Almost always at night. But sometimes in the morning. Sometimes I'll spark a fucking duba right when I wake up and start writing. Like it just depends on how I feel. Like I do allow, as long as I get my work done, what I need to get done, like exercise and writing and all that stuff, I'll allow it sometimes to happen at different times. So sometimes I wake up in the morning and I just wake up and I'm like, I gotta write right now. I got some ideas. And then I'll, get high and sit in front of the computer for a couple hours. And sometimes it's coming after the club. Like some of the best shit I've ever written is like I went off stage, I got home, and I just sat down and started going over ideas and then come up with things.
God, that's so sweet that that's your club. When we were watching last night on the balcony looking down at you performing in your club, I was like, that's fucking so sweet. That's so sweet. That's like a dream come true. Like
it's not even a dream I ever had.
Really, it just happened?
I had to do it once we got here. So I needed to get the fuck out of L.A. The George Floyd riots were happening. They're defunding the police. They're telling you can't do stand-up. You can't go to restaurants. You can't do anything. And I was starting to get really sketched out. And I've always at the time, my youngest kids were 10 and 12, which I felt like is the age that you can still move them and they'll be okay. When you start moving kids at 15 and 16, they really resent it because they're like socially connected to their friends. They're going to a high school. If they like their high school and they like their friends, it sucks. So it was perfect. They met friends early. It was like the people here are so friendly. And it was like immediate. I was like, I love it here. I love it here. I feel so home. But there was no real comedy club. There was this place, the Vulcan, but the sound sucked, and it was like there was always issues. And so we used the Vulcan as a place to practice, and it was good because then we would go on the road on the weekends. We were doing arenas and all these comedy shows. But right away, I was like, I need to open up a club. And Ron White told me to buy the building that was owned by the Cult.
We're gonna watch that after.
Yeah.
That. I like
I'm
thought.
pumped.
Yeah.
I love cult shows.
Cult shows are good, motivating.
I almost owned that building.